Next on Today in St. Louis, an iconic St. Louis photo op turns into a nightmare. How a local university is helping out their competition after a downtown robbery.
And waking up warmer today, I'm going over the forecast that's above average.
Plus, this morning, you can't drive to Forest Park. Why they'll close all entrances in 45 minutes and when they'll reopen.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, St. Louis, and right now we are focused on a live look at the Gateway Arch. Isn't that just stunning?
That's beautiful.
I just want to take it and frame it.
Take it in, breathe it in this Sunday morning.
Frame it for your Sunday fun day.
Oh, I love that.
This is what I'm talking about. Good morning to you. It is Sunday, November 12th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning. We're joined by Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson. And Tracy, yesterday was beautiful. It felt like fall. It was sunny, a crisp air. Are we looking at that today as well?
Yes, in a way, though it will be just a touch warmer than yesterday. So not quite as crisp is how I'd describe it. We are going to see a big push of southerly air, and that's just like turning the heat on in your house. I'm sure we've all done that so far. And we're going to see temperatures really bump up. As far as temperatures go this morning, when you walk out the door, if you have already, you're going to notice it. It's not quite as cold. It's 42 degrees. It feels like 39. Winds are out of the southeast at just under 5 miles per hour. It's that southerly air that's going to give us that boost into the low 60s with plenty of sunshine out there. Then we drop down into the low 50s by 6 o'clock. For tonight, crisp conditions, 41 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at just about 5 miles per hour. Now coming up, I'll outline our well above average 7-day forecast.
All right, bundle up and buckle up. Thank you so much, Tracy. This morning, we know more about a deadly shooting that happened Friday inside a North County barber shop. Police identified the victim as Justin Welch. Investigators say Welch was shot during an argument inside the E-Class salon on West Florissant Avenue. Right now, Nolan Ryan Thompson is in police custody, charged in that shooting. He's being held on a $500,000 cash-only bond.
Plus, this morning, a St. Louis police officer is recovering after being hurt on duty. It happened just before 3 yesterday afternoon at a home on Dardine Drive at the border of St. Louis City and Pine Lawn. Police says the officer was responding to a behavioral health crisis when someone punched the officer, causing them to fall and hit their head. The officer was then taken to Barnes Jewish Hospital with minor injuries. Police have not said if charges will be filed.
Right now, police are looking for whoever broke into a basketball team's travel bus. They had stopped to pose for photos by the Arch while visiting from Indiana. And then within minutes, their personal items were gone. Our Annie Crawl spoke with the coach.
How often do you see basketball opponents wearing almost identical uniforms on the court? Well, when the visiting team has their jerseys stolen out of a van while taking a team picture at the Arch, that's exactly what you're going to see.
St. Louis is a fun time. Like, it's a great city to be a part of. It just sucks that bad things happen.
17 women's basketball players from Anderson University in Indiana were in town for the 2-day basketball tournament hosted at Webster University. At around 2 p.m. on Friday, Anderson took these team photos at the Arch. They stopped for no more than 30 minutes. Yet,
one of them had been broken into, and a lot of our stuff was missing. A lot of game jerseys, backpacks with laptops and iPads and iPods and all that kind of stuff was taken.
The police report saying the driver door on one of the vans had been damaged during the break-in between Gateway Arch riverboats and the Arch. Multiple electronics, driver's licenses, a social security card, and a number of basketball jerseys were stolen. Even their shoes were gone. So within a few hours, Webster University jumped into action, finding extra jerseys and kicks from their inventory to try and size the opposing players correctly.
They play fast, they press, they shoot the three, they're well coached, they're young, they're scrappy. So I kind of feel like the way they play is kind of how they handle this situation. They were resilient, and so it kind of shows how they play on the court, how they dealt with this off the court as well.
When it comes to how some collegiate athletes may feel about playing in St. Louis in the future,
I would say just kind of balance that out. And, you know, we work with that all the time with recruits, particularly out of state, that this is a very safe campus and St. Louis is a great city.
Webster beat Anderson with a final score of 101-62. Reporting in Webster Groves, Annie Crawl, 5 on your side.
One of the players' relatives found some of the team jerseys in a nearby dumpster. Other players were able to ping their stolen devices to Bell Fountain neighborhoods.
This morning, a South St. Louis community is banding together to prevent crime. The Dutchtown Community Improvement District held its second annual safety summit yesterday to look at the root causes of crime. They're focusing on expanding cameras to help police identify criminals. I spoke with organizers about their hopes for the new cameras.
We're looking at how we can make ourselves as a community, as a neighborhood, how we can help ourselves be safer and how we can minimize the impact to ourselves and help our neighborhood be safer as a whole.
She says crime in the Dutchtown neighborhood is down this year compared to last year.
All right, happening today, the Melville School District will honor more than 150 relatives of district staff who are laid to rest at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. Students in the High School Honor Society created patriotic wreaths and elementary students decorated rock markers. This morning at 9, students will visit the graves to place the markers. We'll have more on this student effort during Today in St. Louis at 9.